midfielder because they have no strikers besides Suarez. So you gotta put Coutinho. He's the only guy there.
Barcelona need to score an away goal. Real Madrid got that through Lucas Vázquez in the first leg, nice and early. So it's over to you, Blaugrana, and Luis Suarez to go and get that goal away from home. For me, Kevin Egan, Bobo Vieri. Now we'll pass it across to the broadcast duo, Ray Hudson, and first, Phil Shane.
Thanks, Kevin. And Luis Suarez composing himself. Well, Keylor Navas looks to a higher authority. 240 times these two teams have met in an official competition. And it just seems like each time something dramatic. Talked about that scoreless draw the last time it ended scoreless at the Nou Camp back in November of '02. That was the Luis Figo match. It might not have been goals, but there was controversy as he was greeted with a pig's head and screams of traitor. Real Madrid and Barcelona always looking for the fireworks on the field of play.
Well,
and it looks like we could get some here in the second half.
I don't know. We haven't seen too much of it, and Barcelona certainly have been under the gun as Vidal warms up, and Coutinho and Arthur may be required.
Second stanza underway.
All of Barcelona's attacks been down that left side, Phil, with Dembele, as infrequent as that has been. And meanwhile, on the other side of the park, Real Madrid have been attacking at will down the other side, and you've got that situation to figure out. We'll see how Valverde has addressed that.
Bill Shane alongside Ray Hudson, Jose Hernandez, Jaime Macias on our Spanish language side. Karim Benzema settles on a velvet cushion, sneaks it across, cleared away. Dembele forced to defend.
Just as well covering for Dani Carvajal. It's good defending by the French World Cup winner.
The two young left wings, Dembele and Vinicius, have been the most important part of their team's attack. But as you pointed out, just one shot off target from Barcelona in the first half. Well, Vinicius himself had 3, and well, VAR said no, but almost drew a penalty.
Like Christian Vieri says, there's probably going to be one club that needs the change before the other, and that is decidedly Barcelona. Real Madrid in nice control of this game, but still it dug eggs, and that suits Los Vikingos. Again, Real Madrid will take that result to the end of this game. What response from Barca?
Back to Vázquez. If there is a concern for injury, it might be for Real. Vázquez left knee, Ramos right knee, both needing a bit of treatment in the first half, but both appear to be okay. In for Karim Benzema, tries to sneak it through. Dembele not once but twice denies. Carvajal. Vázquez, who's gotten the call again here in place of Gareth Bale, who has not been too happy about that, but that means Bale is available on the bench.
Good play by Lucas. Is clearly pulled back by Lenglet as Lucas Vázquez was driving in. Here's a very, very close call. Flag stays down, and rightfully so. Looked level to me. Benzema taking on Piqué, and then it just falls into that area for Dani Carvajal. Well covered from the winger of Real Madrid, of Barcelona, and Dembele doing some good covering.
60% possession for Barca in the first half, but 6 shots for Real Madrid.
Wonderful position this, Phil, for Toni Kroos. So accurate usually.
Ball inside, the header up and over, but it looks like a push in the process against Karim Benzema.
I think he's holding him down. Let's take a look. There's a push there behind anyhow by Sergio Ramos.
There, as you see, arm on top of Busquets. What do you think of the refereeing so far?
There's the push right here. They're holding down. Well, there was some questionable calls both ways in the first half, but it's clearly a foul. It should be a card now.
Probably the most controversial would have been that little clip by Semedo on the heels of Vinicius.
I was saying every time Leo gets clear, this is the type of action that Real Madrid's coming out with, and no yellow card produced there for Luka. A little bit fortunate. It was like 3 fouls on Messi as he tried to wriggle free.
That offside line about 25 yards out. Ball whipped in, flicked up towards the corner. Piqué got a touch, but no direction. And
Offside.
the flag coming up as well.
Very close, but certainly would have been called back for offside. Oh, well played.
Semedo getting it in quickly right in front of Santiago Solari, the pride of Stockton College. Ex-Riverman spending some time in the States before going pro. 1-1 on aggregate.
Good lead.
Looking to try and get that vital goal. Ball touched home by Luis Suarez. A beautiful ball from Dembele, and El Pistolero with the bullseye.
Sharp as vinegar. Suarez this time. A beautiful setup by Dembele, and Keylor Navas sees this one triggered past him. Low, hard and accurate. It's a good build-up down this left side again, and nothing fortunate about it. The first pass into Dembele was very, very good, but Dembele's red carpet pass for Suarez, and man, does he pounce on this one. It's a wonderful dispatch. There's that nice lead ball from Lenglet. And then here, Jordi Alba, lovely slip-through ball. Dembele knows where Suarez is. That's magnificent finishing here. Take a look at it from this angle. A hopping ball, and it's stabbed through 2 players, and Keylor cannot get to it. Right here, beautiful ball played in, but it's an even better finish from Suarezcito.
Second goal of the Cup. Back-to-back games with a goal now, getting hot when they need it. And now things getting a little hot on the Real Madrid bench, because Barca has its road goal. Barca in front 2-1 on aggregate, and the pressure falls to the hosts.
Well, they've responded to the pressure all game long, Real Madrid, and you could clearly say that was against the run of play, but Barcelona playing in a different tempo now.
Advantage played, and Varane pulls it out of the fire. Suarez
As you say, Phil, this will open it up now. Real Madrid very much on the hunt. Here's the danger man.
Vinicius. Benzema wanted it back. Kept alive, though, by Reguilon. Vinicius weaves, delivers. Carvajal again coming across. Semedo pinching in.
Wonderful cool between him and Rakitic.
Reguilon again as Real tightens the midfield. Good step up, Piqué.
Yeah, needed to get that one.
Reguilon pulling a Marcelo there, hanging around the Barcelona box. More intensity from Real Madrid. Vinicius again. Now Kroos, left foot, just sails.
It was one of those goals that Solari scored, so rattled past his team, where there was really no other options for the passes that Barcelona played. Each and every one was delivered without an option. It was just all falling perfectly for them. And again, the finish is really exceptional. The accuracy right on target. Suarez started this game off well.
First shot on goal for the game for Barca. Ramos trying to kick it up. Rakitic, who's been busy. Reguilon pushing forward, almost steals it back.
Too tight.
Casemiro does. Reguilon tackled by Busquets from behind.
Well, it played right into Real Madrid's hand this time. Combination of very, very tight passes in traffic there for Barcelona, and Real Madrid's been too quick in responding to those sorts of intricate play in those tight confines. In the first half, we saw Real Madrid latching on to everything, and they've done it again and opened a window of opportunity here for Toni Kroos, looking for his captain.
Sergio Ramos leading the charge, snapped in and wide. So close for Casemiro.
Well, he'll be disappointed with this one, the way he's been scoring goals of late. It's a beautiful ball delivered into a thimble. Great opportunity, rises magnificently, but the accuracy nowhere close.
Great article this past week with Casemiro, talking about his days growing up in Brazil. Came up as a forward, but there were so many, and he was the youngest. They decided to move him to defensive midfield. And the rest is history. This game brought to you in part by Boss Revolution. Wonder if the Real Madrid boss happy about this revolution.
Magic.
Here's Vinicius.
What a
tackled
tackle.
away. Busquets.
Oh, wonderful extension of them telescopic legs. Comes like a big fireman with his hose and puts this fire out. It was absolutely wonderfully set by Vinicius.
A sharp finish from Suarez has given Real Madrid some headaches, looking to salve those wounds right in front of their fans. Sloppy pass, Alba intercepts. Barca looking to counter, looking for Messi first of all. Spots Alba. Drives himself.
Too far.
Nice from Vasquez.
Had options, but the pass not able to be triggered on by Leo that time. He just let the ball get away from him as he was waiting for that opportunity to slip it through.
Vinicius on Semedo. Vinicius again tangles with a Portuguese man. Back to his feet. No foul, says the ref. Gareth Bale off the bench, loosening up, as is Marco Asensio. Solari knows he needs offense.
It's a really good ball from Sergio Roberto there for Suarez. Looking for the first time rainbow pass over the top for Leo. Badly overhit.
Ramos spots Reguilon. Has a chance to turn Semedo.
Wonderfully weighted ball from the captain.
Trailing run for Kroos. 3 in the box. Looking for Benzema, but Longley in position. And a Gallic challenge. Varane. Over the top of Roberto, but right to Dembele.
Giveaway again. Another option, let him to take a step backwards, Rakitic, but he goes for the little passage ball. Back to Dembele, cut out again by Real Madrid. Good example again from the locked-in focus of Solari's men defensively, and yet they are down 1. Nothing there.
Luis Suarez, the difference maker here. His 10th goal against Real Madrid.
It's a good lead from Rakitic. And again.
Dembele spots a gap. Saw Rakitic, but so did Ramos.
Ramos, tremendous intervention. Pass was going to find the Croatian, but Sergio Ramos comes to the rescue here. And Barcelona suddenly starting to find space in their attack. And it's quick and threatening, like so which we didn't see in the first half. That goal has opened it up.
First caution of the match. And as you pointed out in the first half, Barcelona with Luis Suarez and Jordi Alba a yellow away from missing the Copa del Rey final. Sergio Ramos, and on the bench Nacho, in similar position for Real Madrid, but Real won't get there unless they find at least a goal here. Busquets in the center circle.
Clever ball.
Rakitic through the middle, up steps Ramos. Rakitic still, down he goes.
Wonderful play by Ivan Rakitic, and he had Sergio Roberto to the right side of him, but he felt as he could just get it past the last defender of Real Madrid. I think it was Sergio Ramos. A wonderful run by the Croatian.
Suarez up to a 9th place tie with the legendary Hugo Sanchez and others. Messi, of course, 26 goals. And again, has not been able to score ever in 7 tries against Real Madrid in the Cup. Nice from Reguilon, around Semedo, keeps his feet, across the face of goal, down goes Vasquez in a collision with Alba, no foul.
Sergio Reguilon on this left side is absolutely brilliant again. The 22-year-old says, see you later. Beautiful feet. Fabulous ball into the traffic of area and right into the 6-yard box. Incredible from the youngster. And Lucas Vasquez gets sandwiched in between the two. Is there any foul here?
Doesn't look it. It looks like Longley just gets a clearing touch.
Good insurance behind him. Here's that wonderful run by Rakitic. Again, the feet continue to dance brilliantly. And there's a little contact by Sergio Ramos right here on the standing leg. It's not spotted, and Sergio Ramos tells him to get up, but he is very lucky here.
That's on the chalk, would be in the area and would have been a penalty.
Very contentious, and it seemed to be that there was a stamp, whether it was accidental or not. VAR doesn't look at it. As Sergio Ramos it was, and gambled and got away with it.
Now captain his 41st Clásico, one more than Lionel Messi. Manuel Sanchis with 43, Gento with 42. Alongside Xavi Hernandez. There's the website for more on the Cup and the League and everything else going on. And share your thoughts on Twitter at Bein Sports USA. Half hour to go. Of course, there might be a bit more if we do see another goal for Real. Reguilon over Busquets, but no. It would be extra time if this ends level at 1. Good run. Vasquez forced to retreat. Vinicius. Kroos. Carvajal pushing up as a second attacker. Vinicius.
Magic.
Around Semedo. Diving header. Diving Ter Stegen.
Astonishing header here. What a setup from the Brazilian man again. Look out.
Suarez leaving Casemiro in his wake. Bypasses Messi for Roberto. Reguilon, who was just in the other box, now having to scamper back. What a save by Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
You don't know where to put the greatest praise. Vinicius again, magical. Reguilon's header, astonishing. Ter Stegen's save, magnificent.
It is El Clásico. Here they come again. Alba deflected. Nice weight taken off by Casemiro, who still seems bruised. Piqué fouls Benzema in the center circle. Looks like a scratch down the side of Casemiro.
Another one of those opportunities Real Madrid fans just cannot believe that these ones aren't going in. It was the same in the first half. Again, the magic man here is called Vinicius. Wonderful hesitation, readjustments of his dynamic. A brave header, stabbed at goal. What a save.
or chances denied by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Scooped by Modric. Vinicius trailing run too far for Carvajal.
Here's another look as he rounds the Portuguese man. Instinctively finds its target. Reguilon finds the back of the net, but ter Stegen says not this time. Amazing football.
Real throwing everything forward. Barcelona finds a second goal and they would be in firm control. But Real back in time here.
Unstoppable Vinicius. As Bobo Vieira said, the next superstar emerges from Brazil, La Liga. This amazingly electric footballer, but it's his feet and it's his decision-making, Phil. And what is he, 18?
And we keep talking, we have for a decade, Ray. What's going to happen after Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? Well, Kylian Mbappe emerged last year and Vinicius giving him company. Here's Vasquez.
They've got a long, long way to go to catch up with the likes of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, but the signs are good.
Yellow against Busquets.
A fine game again, back to his world-class best here. That's a nasty challenge by Busquets. And there's a wonderful look at that diving header. It's got goal written all over it. But Spider-Man again comes to the rescue. Semedo can only watch and say his Hail Mary's full of grace. And the good lady responds, grants him the wishes. What a save, what a pass, what a header.
There you see how Casemiro took the scratch.
And he still was able to focus on that reach out on Suarez's foot.
What a battle that is.
Yeah,
good ball from Kroos. Vinicius into the middle against Piqué. Roberto read the trailing run.
Very cool under pressure here. He senses a challenge coming. Lucas Vasquez.
Better be careful.
Right here. It's very, very good by Sergio Roberto.
Vasquez carrying a caution.
Well, Solari wants some action from his substitutes to come back. The times are ticking. He doesn't like the way the sand's going through the hourglass here. So somebody's coming in.
These are the days of Real Madrid at the moment. Can they turn it around? Ajax looming.
Good touch.
Two Clásicos in the way.
Nice play.
Chance for Benz.
And again.
Freeze.
Beautiful.
Modric. Carvajal. And what a stop.
He's got to use his hands as velvet cushions here to stay in, because Benzema's waiting, lurking. Instinctive, quick trigger football by Real Madrid. And again, it's stung by Carvajal. And ter Stegen's hands need to be impeccable, and they were.
Could not give up a rebound. Benzema was lurking.
Yep. Great play by Real Madrid as well in the setup for their opportunities. The quickness of their passing, the quickness of their thought process, catching out Barcelona, who under severe pressure here.
Driving Vinicius at three defenders. Vinicius stops, shoots, and it's deflected wide.
Genius from Vinicius. He's already seen Vini Vici, but it is kept away in the last baby's breath. Beautiful. Busquets tries to pull him back. He's gone. He's trying to wrestle with a ghost. A wonderful step in as he's trying to curl it past ter Stegen. And fortunately for Barcelona, Semedo comes to the rescue just in time.
Maybe the caution, one of the reasons, but Lucas Vasquez, will he get a handshake this time from Gareth Bale? What a play.
What a player. Wonderful in the setup and electrical. He puts Piqué on his back like a turtle. Semedo comes to the rescue.
Tapped away. Ramos denied by Longley.
Drills and spills, and now they're stretched out.
Good run. Sergio Roberto, he's done this before.
Good break. Left side's begging. Delivered.
Now Suarez. But again, in the lead, they can afford to let the sand bleed out. Okay. Busquets. Just in time for Semedo. Around for Dembele. Flag stays down. Across and home. Luis Suarez.
Magisterial from Barcelona this time. And this time, Sergio Ramos is caught out of position. They're going to look at it on VAR. But again, a Barcelona attack that bewitches, bothers, and bewilders Real Madrid. The intricacy, it's a rabbit hole attack. They're looking at it, but this looked like a fair goal to me, Phil.
It might be an own goal at the end, but Suarez bursting his lungs to get there at the back post, helping to create it.
It's clairvoyant passing, and the Barcelona fans going crazy. There's helter-skelter chaos all over with this. Semedo leads the charge. Well, he's onside just. He's just a toenail level, basically, and a wonderful identification of the man arriving with the intimidating directness of a torpedo is Suarez. Casemiro, Varane, trying to cut this one out. Casemiro does it, the near post, he cannot get there. Who it goes off, it really doesn't matter. It's an own goal bout of Varane, but Suarez would have put it in anyway. No chance again with the flashing of this pass in front of Keylor. 2-0 for Barcelona. And again, amazing, wonderful, smooth play down this right side. The question was it onside, offside? But we saw in the replay, Phil, it's onside, and this ball played in, and then the wonderful identification of the threat at the back post from Dembele. He sees him coming in, and it's a beautiful ball delivered. Varane does everything he can to get on the right side of the ball. He does. But the pace and placement of Dembele's pass, the invite, is perfection. And poor Sergio Ramos was caught too far upfield, and a rabbit hole attack by Barcelona opened them up.
Well, Rafa Varane, a triple crown of disasters there, keeping Dembele onside by a toe, touching it in with his toe, and then an injury to his knee. Don't forget El Clasico post-game coverage coming up. At the moment, Barcelona in the driver's seat for a ticket to the final.
Trying to say anything more about the Dembele pass, though, Phil. Look out.
And here they come again. Messi trailing. Suarez driving. Taken down. Contact. Casemiro. Penalty, and Barca a chance for a third.
Casemiro does not argue. It's a wonderful, brave effort by Suarez, who's having a radiant game. And Casemiro knows he's got a tiger by the tail and his teeth at the other end, with Suarez stamps on him, and he's going to make the most of that either way. It's certainly a foul. Casemiro tries to reach in and get the ball, but he gets the standing foot. And Suarez it is that's going to step up to see if he can make this game 3-0.
The second goal eliminated the possibility of extra time. This third goal might eliminate Real Madrid in the process. From the spot against Navas. And they need the Tico man more than ever. Suarez strikes, chips, and Panenka's it home and carries Barca to a 3-0 lead.
The audacity of Suarez absolutely humiliates both Keylor and Sergio Ramos's Real Madrid. The captain calling for a miracle now. Cool like a bomb disposal expert, Suarez wears pressure like a pair of carpet slippers. Amazing game of El Clasico football. A piece of art that could be hung up in the Louvre in France. As cool under pressure, divine skill and placement. Navas springs to the side, but this one has rainbowed past them. He's had a wonderful game. The critics have been out with Suarez, and deservedly so much of the time, but he has responded like a true hero here tonight and has been the inspiration of this Barcelona side throughout.
See Fede Valverde, the Uruguayan, about to step in for Real Madrid. Nearly 80,500 in attendance here at the Santiago Bernabeu. And Ray, in the span of 5 minutes, this game has turned around. Even when Barca scored first, Real seemed destined to find the equalizer, but now it seems out of their reach.
Like said in the first half, Phil, the way this Real Madrid were really dominating this game and creating chances galore for themselves. Impressive Real Madrid football of the highest order. And we saw Levante turn it on the other table I mentioned in the first half, where Levante had numerous chances and the conversion rate wasn't there. And Real Madrid needed that go-ahead goal when their engine was revving and red hot in that first half. It didn't come, and Barcelona has made them pay for it. Again, this wonderful player, the accuracy of his ball was like a Stevie Nash three-pointer over distance, and dropped it into an area that was just unstoppable and undefendable. Wonderful placement for the own goal by Varane. But Vinicius must be looking and thinking, what more can I do? Well, that's El Clasico football, all right. And Real Madrid were flying high. Barcelona, no better or more pernicious way of hitting back at an opponent than what Barcelona have done. 3-0. Amazing.
And again, think back, Ray, to the weekend where until garbage time, as Bale flips the ball wide for Carvajal, his cross sails long, and that beautiful little set by Lionel Messi to get Luis Suarez his goal. Until that went in, everyone was talking about Luis Suarez needing a rest, looking injured.
For sure.
He's been the target man today, involved in all 3 goals.
His early game as well, Phil, his hold-up play, the quenginess of the touch, made mention of it. He was having a good game in struggles. He's in here again.
Maybe his final touch, Navas well out of his area.
Dyson with
Suarez did not want to commit the foul. Navas maybe tempting fate.
Well, got away with it, but very, very risky by Navas.
Valverde for Casemiro, Coutinho for Dembele, and now Barcelona. We saw Suarez signaling for a substitution. Part of that might be just to save his knee. Remember, in just a few days' time, they're going to do this all over again. Out wide for Vinicius. He's also carrying a caution, and if he gets a second, that would mean he would miss the final. Jordi Alba in a similar situation. There's Coutinho, and Busquets with a caution today. Well, this is the third of a guaranteed 4 Clásicos this year. Ray, the record is 6 in a season. Back in 2011-12, 2012-13. Remember those days of Iker Casillas talking about needing to decaffeinate things?
Sure.
Pretty much tore the Spanish national team apart.
But did not. Went on to be champions of the world and 2-time champions of Europe.
If the ping pong balls fall the right way, should Real get past Ajax and Barca past Lyon, there's the chance they could draw for 2 more Clásicos to tie the mark in European
look
play.
At the ball build up here, and he's just onside, but it is very, very close. And then Suarez arriving strongly, Carvajal on one side, Varane on the other. But Dembele's placement, and Suarez knows it, makes it an undefensible crossfield invite, as this man who has got to be up there for man of the match in the way he's led the front line through the adversity of that first half, where he was looking from his crow's nest position, looking at his team
being really pinned back and terrorized by Vinicius.
So no true striker out there. They could push Lionel Messi to the front line. Coutinho as well, but Suarez and Dembele replaced. Now pretty much looking for a consolation goal, Real Madrid. But the tap has gone dry. Nice from Reguilon, who's been impressive. Bale. Modric. Still Luka. Wide for Carvajal. Second effort. And Alba takes care of business. 50th minute, Suarez. 69th minute, the own goal with Suarez lurking. And 73rd minute, Suarez draws the penalty and converts himself. Messi, who had a hat trick and an assist for a fourth in the comeback on the weekend. Relatively quiet.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid done a wonderful job in that midfield of really stopping Leo when he's dropped back in to that position, and not just bottling up Leo Messi in that first half, but also taking the initiative to create so many great chances. Played so well in the first half, Real Madrid, and look at that scoreline.
Well, tomorrow it will be the other semi-final second leg, and that one promises a thrill as well. Remember, Betis opened up with a 2-goal lead at home against Valencia, only to be caught at the wire. So with that 2-2, they'll head to Mestalla. Quique Setien with some work to do. Sergio Roberto marauding, but Reguilon keeps him at bay.
It's a long bursting run, and Reguilon needed everything to get past that, and this guy is still sparks coming off him.
Semedo with the hip check.
Good performance in Barcelona's back line. Semedo has been terrorized in his neighborhood by Vinicius, and he's had good cover when needed. Piqué and Lenglet as well, Phil, deserve full credit as Vinicius comes out, gave and poured everything he had into this game. A wonderful performance. The team ethic has come through in defiance. They were impervious in the first half. They were holding on, hanging on in that first 45 minutes, like Wile E. Coyote on the end of a cliff. And Real Madrid jumping up and down on their fingers, and they would not go down. Let's think, what would it have been different, Phil, had it not been for that German in goal, wearing that green suit like a jungle cat.
Nice tackle, Roberto. What would it have been if the contact by Semedo and Vinicius would have been called and they go up by a penalty? Vinicius, by the way, Ray, 6 shots, only 1 made its way through. 3 were blocked, but there are some that are criticizing Vinicius, the fact that he's too wasteful. He's getting the chances but not putting them on net. The scarier thing is what happens when he learns.
It's laughable, Phil, that sort of criticism, or that sort of even observation. He's 18-year-old, and he's been absolutely sagacious since he's got into this lineup. The fault is not him.
Bale around, right foot or left foot. He tries, and it carries.
Doesn't trust his right, and maybe he heard the flag come up. He's offside as the ball stabbed through beautifully from Benzema. This one.
And they did wait for the flag until the end of the play. By the way, again, just giving you an idea of what Vinicius means to Real Madrid. His 6 shots equal the amount of the rest of his team combined.
Yeah, there's ingredients in Vinicius, Phil, that you cannot put into statistics because they are immeasurable. It's the same when they reel off the statistics about Messi. There's no statistics to measure what those two special players have.
Promising signs for the future, but the present is looking a little dusty for Real Madrid. Maybe to be salved with a 4th straight European crown. Good read, Reguilon. Flex for Bale. Touches wide, but too soft. Semedo intercepts. A few whistles at the Bernabeu.
They won it back.
Gareth Bale has been the focus of several harsh stories over the past week or two. Hall back for Fede Valverde. Modric again wide. Saw the frustration in a goal celebration a little over a week ago. And then another goal celebration that really wasn't, even though his teammates wanted to. Rakitic pocket picked. Asensio. Bale motoring to the corner. Kroos one touch. Asensio. And almost out of the stadium.
It'll be reflecting what a wonderful game football is, but look at the head shaking going on. They'll be seeing she's a cruel mistress, football, all right. And he'll be happy. But again, it's very difficult to put it into a composed frame, Phil, after that first half. It's undeniable as another wonderful artisan comes off. The chances we had, the chances the Brazilians are saying, we've got to put them away.
Saying it with his lips covered because he knows they're hiring lip readers.
Right.
Gives you an idea of what it's like to be in the Madrid dressing room at the moment. Busquets will leave.
Tremendous performance, and here's a player that many expected to start, did not. Valverde went with what he felt was a team that could both hold possession and certainly enough threat on the break. It wasn't working out that way in the first half until Suarez arrived.
The fans that remain still finding enough energy to whistle Piqué. I think Florentino Perez will notice the ones that are already headed for the streets of Chamartín. Good ball inside, and again the chance snuffed out by Ter Stegen.
How important was he? He can really be stated time and time again, but Ter Stegen was absolutely imperative. 4
saves and grabbing the ball inside 10 times now.
Yeah, but remember there was things that were so softly handled and he didn't spill. It's just an immaculate performance from Ter Stegen tonight.
Post-game coverage immediately following the conclusion. And again, don't forget on the weekend, the second of these 2 Clásicos in tight fashion. 2013, there were 5 days in between. Real Madrid won them both. 2011, between April 16th and May 3rd, there were 4 meetings, League Cup and Europe. 2 draws and a road win apiece. Real Madrid with some work to do. Asensio. Brilliant.
6 meetings at this stadium between these 2 immortal, eternal rivals, Phil. And this is the 5th win by Barcelona. And this one is one of the strange ones in my book.
Brilliant start to his managerial reign for Santiago Solari. Ball blocked away, but we're getting to the money end of the season, Ray.
Of all the goals Barcelona scored as well, that first one, man, by far and away the best one in my book. It was incredible. He couldn't pick a winner today, but unfortunately, certainly Barcelona's killer first goal was of such high octane, high quality. This is a game where Messi has been pretty much less influential as he usually is, let's just say.
Roberto trying to feed it back, but
so
Messi at a canter.
There goes the argument for Messi dependency, but always a big part of the whole process of earning the right to win. Barcelona did that in that first half, facing the hammers of hell coming at them. Incredible.
Benzema. Real looking for something to set up their weekend meeting. A little slip by Asensio.
The argument will be as well, or not the argument, but the clear statement would be from the Madridistas, if Cristiano had been here in the first half, he'd have been converting. Well, they're happy days that will never come back. But that penalty box predator with the Dark Invader skill has always been irreplaceable.
Barcelona.
Who do you pick for man of the match?
I was going to say Dembele or Suarez.
I would say Ter Stegen. No, how
Great
crazy!
point.
How crazy is that?
You could even maybe put an honorable mention, third star, if you will, for Sergio Roberto, who was, I don't want to call it strange, but the tactical pick by Ernesto Valverde in the starting lineup.
Sure. I mean, because you cannot say Semedo had one of the stellar games, because he was taken to the cleaners and a lot of times by the wonderful Vinicius, and then Langley, Piqué, Ter Stegen came to the rescue, Jordi Alba. All in all, quite amazing game of football. And I repeat myself in saying that Leo Messi has been very quiet by his incredible standards.
Well, let me ask you again, is this the epitome of the new Barcelona?
Perhaps.
Real Madrid, arguably the more impressive, at least through the opening hour.
No question.
But it's Barcelona laughing at the final whistle.
Right. The old rope-a-dope was played to precision.
Looking for a fourth.
And people with the fancy machines will go back and look at that first goal, though, Phil. Tell me how you can defend that rabbit hole attack.
Back heel from Messi. Chips it up. Second effort. Skies it. And a bump from Vidal. Pulled out the sand wedge on that one. There have been better days, and he's kind of hoping Saturday will be one of them.
Yeah, vendetta on the menu, Christian Vieri.
And again, if they would have been able to hold on against Girona, could have cut the lead down to 3. But instead, they say they're not giving up.
What an incentive for Barcelona as well in the Clásico on Saturday. Handball.
Handball Rakitic.
But what an incentive to rub further salt into the wounds of the eternal enemy.
And then Real Madrid, if that does happen, 2 Clásicos in a row. The good thing is it's 3 home games in a row. But Ajax comes to town only a goal down. Barcelona has a little extra time. Of course, they're scoreless against Olympique Lyon. Their second leg coming in mid-March. Whipped up and over, no problem for Ter Stegen. And
That's it.
It looks like the final whistle, 3-0.
Very, very subdued. Santiago Bernabeu still in shock and fans shaking their heads, but Barcelona climbed up this ladder here.